Yeah, composed. They don't make them do a lot, so they keep it really simple for them. Nice college offense. Kingsbury's the OC, so I love to move guys around here and there, but just keep it real simple for him. I heard his pass percentage is very high, but he's only throwing short route. Some intermediate stuff, quick throws.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fourth and Goal Sports Show. I'm your host, Tyrus Filson. We are back. Guys, the Washington Commanders are back, baby. Washington football is back. I'm going to say it right here, right now. Washington football is back. Man, oh man, am I hyped about what I just saw. Man, oh man, am I hyped about what I just witnessed. Jayden Daniels went off tonight. Terry McLaurin went off tonight. This is a game where we weren't favored to win at all. Everybody picked the Bengals. Everybody doubted us. Just like previous matchups where we had upsets. We just break streaks and we upset teams. That's what Washington is pretty much known for in recent memory. But this game feels so great because of a number of reasons. It felt great to upset the Bengals. And it felt great to score 38 points. I can't remember the last time Washington scored 38 points, almost 40. It would have been nice to score 40, but hey, it's a long season. We definitely going to score 40 this season. I'm confident in saying that right now. Cliff Kingsbury went off tonight. That's another reason, too. Earlier in the week, you heard from Bengals DB Cam Taylor-Britt. He felt the need to say what he said about the offense, said was similar to a college offense. They really don't make Jayden do too much, yada, yada, yada. Dude, you were 0-2 when you said that. You should have just kept your mouth shut. Because now you're 0-3 and your defense just gave up 38 points to a college offense. It's something about being humble that a lot of these NFL guys, I don't know what it is, they just can't do it. It's rare to come across guys on the professional level that are humble, like guys like Terry McLaurin, like guys like Jayden Daniels. Those are humble guys from what I've seen and what I've studied about them, and from just the way that they are. I mean, those are humble guys. But, Cam Taylor-Britt and that Bengals defense and that Bengals team, they needed to be humble. And, I mean, they got humbled week 1, they got humbled week 2, and now they got humbled week 3. Hold that L. And it tastes so good to have this W because it was on prime time in front of the whole nation. The whole nation got to witness us bury that Bengals defense. Buried them, And this was just an amazing win. Jayden Daniels, 254 passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 91.3 completion rate. You love to see it. A lot of people wanted to discredit him week 1 and week 2. He's a dink and dunk guy. He's not taking a lot of shots downfield. He took big boy shots down the field this week. Big boy shots. And I ain't talking about drinks.
Second down and 5.
Big boy shots. Jayden Daniels took them big boy shots this week, and he just kept putting it on. He kept putting it on. When the pressure rose in the game, when it got loud, when it was like, dang, he just got sacked, he looks a little nervous. Things are getting out of hand. The Bengals might come back. When it came to those situations, Jayden Daniels was cold-blooded. He wasn't phased. One bit. Not at all. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, this is a rookie quarterback. This is primetime football. This is a loud stadium. This is Cincinnati. Known for having one of the best fan base in the NFL. And he's standing there unfazed.
Imagine shooting a man with your last bullet, and he stands there unfazed.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Because that's crazy, man. And then you saw the guys who were behind him. Dak Prescott, amazing rookie year. Gardner Minshew, I didn't expect to see him on the list. But Jayden Daniels, he proved something tonight. This was his coming out game. His breakout game for sure. No doubt about it. And what I loved, I remember there was a point in the game where we were driving down the field and he was kind of hesitant to stand tall in the pocket. He got hit, but he tried to let it go before overthrew Terry. He was wide open. Terry was wide open. But instead of harping on that, oh my gosh, pouting, you can tell with the body language, oh my gosh, I missed him, oh my gosh, yada, yada, yada. Instead of doing all that, they said, on to the next. And we scored a TD. Shout out Austin Eckler. I'm hoping he's okay. I saw he's in concussion protocol, and I think at this point it's been confirmed that he has a concussion. It's terribly unfortunate, but shout out to Austin Eckler. We don't win this game without Austin Eckler. We don't win last game without Austin Eckler. Dude was balling. From running the ball, from rushing the ball to receiving to kick returns. The dude is a all-around player. And I love what he does for us. And at first, when we signed Austin Eckler, I was kind of hesitant about it because I had heard the noise. Yeah, he's washed. Yeah, he's not the same. Yada, yada, yada. He's an upgrade over Antonio Gibson. I can say that here. I can say that now. He's an upgrade over Antonio Gibson. We're not going to have the fumbling problems that we did when Antonio Gibson, or the injury problems, or the inconsistency that we did with Antonio Gibson. We're not going to have that with Austin Eckler, And I'm just hoping that he can come back healthy as soon as possible. But also, I know that B-Rob can hold it down. I'm not even worried about that. B-Rob, he's the thunder, and then Austin Eckler is the lightning. They're really thunder and lightning duo. I love their duo. Arguably, once Austin Eckler gets back healthy and they keep getting that groove in, they keep doing what they do, going to be one of the best running back duos in the NFL. Mark my words on that. Moving on. Let's talk about the defense for a second. Let's talk about the defense. I turned the game on and I see Jamar Chase already scored a touchdown. And I'm like, I wasn't even mad because that was one of the checks on my parlays. Because look, I'm a Washington fan, but I got to keep it 100. Our defense, our secondary is piss poor terrible. So I knew that Jamar Chase was going to get a TD tonight. And if he didn't, I was like, okay, he's really going to struggle this year. Because I'm like, our secondary is literally bottom in the league, 32nd. So I'm like, he's going to score tonight. He's going to get his. That's something that's going to happen. So, gets the TD, check that off the list. That's part one of the parlay. And I'm not even mad. I'm like, okay, they strike first. It's up to us to strike back, or else this could get ugly fast. Because when the Bengals have momentum, when they're hot, they're fine. But when you punch them in the mouth, Washington punched the Bengals in the mouth. The Commanders punched the Bengals in the mouth, and they took it. They didn't do anything about it. Yeah, they tried to punch back a little bit. They tried to come back later in the game, but at that point, it was crunch time points. You know what I'm saying? The game was well in hand. The game was Washington's. And what I learned about the Bengals today, man, I'm not going to lie. They fought, but man, we punched them in the mouth, and we just kept punching and punching and punching. And we weren't giving it up. We were not giving it up. I knew that we were going to win this game by the first play of the second half. When Austin Eckler took that joint back, yes, he got concussed on the play, horrible, but he took that joint back for a great return. I loved it, a great return. And I knew then, I was like, okay, we got the momentum. We're not letting up. I don't know what Dan Quinn said at halftime. If he said, hey, boys, we're not letting up. We got to keep it going. Whatever he said, I love it. Because they came out second half, they're like, okay, we did great in the first half. Are we surprised? No, we shouldn't be surprised. This is what we should do. Second half, we got to handle business. And that's exactly what they did. I love it because in previous Washington teams would have said, guys, we're up 21-10 or 21-13, whatever, in the first half. Gosh, we're really balling out. And they would have took their foot off the gas. Under Jay Gruden, they would have took their foot off the gas. Under Ron Rivera, they would have took their foot off the gas. Not under Dan Quinn. Not under Dan Quinn. And I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, the defense for sure. The defensive player of the game would definitely be Frankie Louvu. No doubt about it. Frankie balled out tonight. I mean, this guy was everywhere. Like, he was everywhere. He was just zooming around, getting tackles left and right. I love it. Bobby Wagner stepped up a little bit too, but he was struggling. He does look a little bit slower, but you know that's part of getting older and you're playing one of the most athletic games in the world. You know, you got to be an athlete if you're going to play football on the professional level for sure. And Bobby Wagner, great athlete, but you know he's just getting older. But secondary, same old problems. You know, we can't have that next week versus the Cardinals because Marvin Harrison will cook us. You know, he will, and we can't have it. Forbes obviously was out, you know, still dealing with that thumb surgery recovery. But as far as I'm concerned, the DBs, they did as solid as they could versus, you know, arguably the best receiver in the NFL. And they're progressing. You know, they're progressing. It's a week-to-week basis thing. I just hope they're not as bad as they were last year because we can't be dead last when it comes to DB. We just can't have it. We can't. But the D-line, the edges, they stepped up in a big way, put that pressure on Burrow. He was shook. You know what I'm saying? We had him thinking. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love to see. John Baptiste got his first sack. Shout out to him. Shout out to that brother. And also too, I loved to see just the edges come in and collapse on Burrow. Just work together, you know, cut that ego stuff out. I got to get mine, you know what I'm saying? It's a team game, and there's schemes that Joe Witt will draw up for the D-line. You can't be egotistical and be like, I don't want to do this because I'm trying to get mine. Nah, you got to follow the scheme because it's in the best interest of the defense and the best interest of the team. You know, cut the individual stuff out, put the team first, and I love to see that. As far as the interior of the D-line, John Allen, Deron Payne, we're yet to see what they can do because they've been quiet these first 3 weeks, and hopefully they'll get it together Sunday versus the Cardinals. We need that. We need them to get it together. We absolutely do. And for sure, this win, it feels great. It was also great to see Jayden Daniels throw his first career passing touchdown. You love to see it. And hopefully he can keep it going. You know, shout out to Trent Scott. I'm sure that was probably his first career receiving touchdown as well. So shout out to him as well. You know, whenever you see a big man get a receiving TD, you got to clap it up for him. You love to see it. And for sure, it was great to see. But another thing too, guys, I think this game really proved that Jayden Daniels is our future. I don't want to get ahead of myself like I have in previous years, but I'm going to say it right here, right now. Washington fans, the wait is over. The drought is done. The dry lands are no longer dry. They're filled with water. Jayden Daniels is our franchise quarterback. You heard it here first. He has the poise. He's electrifying. He's bold. He's a risk taker. He's gritty. He's everything you want in your star franchise quarterback. And yes, it's only week 3. Yes, he's still going to progress. Yes, he still has some things to prove. But man, oh man, if you saw what I just saw, you know what's coming. You know what's about to go down. That's all I got to say. But in conclusion, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the 4th and Goal Sports YouTube channel. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, as well as follow to the 4th and Goal Sports Instagram page. Before you click off of this video, please be sure to go to the comment section and comment your thoughts on this amazing matchup, this amazing, spectacular win for the Washington Commanders. We are now 2-1, first in the NFC East, and we're moving on to the Arizona Cardinals. Please be sure to share your thoughts in the comment section. But without further ado, I'm your host, Tyrus Filson. This is the 4th and Goal Sports Show. Have a blessed day. Have a productive week. Peace.